Yo guys, sorry you already know that today we are back playing some more Raging Loop. We are in the middle of our first feast of the Yomi Purge. We are being shown the rules or whatever, and most recently, the old guy, Kanzo, just asked us if we can die. So I don't know if he's trying to push us as like a thing, or if there's something more behind those words. I don't really know, but we're going to continue. My mind came to a halt for a moment. I couldn't find how to respond. Umasu, pour in some more. Makishima-sama, just do it. Fukage-san argued no further and brought me the cup and the sake. You should not drink. It's fine, I will. I took the cup and she filled it up. What do you mean? I drank it all down, then looked over everyone's faces. They lowered their gazes or looked away. Adults, children, the elders, even Shimmy. No one besides Kanzo, she looked into my eyes. I could see how it was. Someone's gotta die. We gotta decide who. The wolves will win if we don't. We can't waste today, but no one's reeking of wolf right now. We'll know more if one dies. I understood now. He wanted to start off by unmasking the crow. My death at the tree would be a chance for him to show themselves, since they know for certain whether I was a human or a wolf. Kanzo-san really did know how the feast worked. He understood that victory depended on those with guardians. What does the sake have anything to do about it? Since I was new here, I was easy to sacrifice. It preserved the group's unity and mental health. I could tell that they would tolerate me being the one to hang. However, I couldn't let that slide. My current objective was to survive and escape. Not to mention I was a snake. My death would be really bad for the humans. However, you came here to die, didn't you? Die for us, will you? Oh, we did kind of come here because we were like, you know, suicidal and I just want to die and whatever happens. Ugh, that's maybe not the best excuse in hindsight. What a good scenario. If I said I didn't want to die anymore, they probably wouldn't suspect me, but it wouldn't be good in the long run. If they saw me as pathetic, I'd lose popularity and my word would start to mean less. The settlement was in danger. Kanzo was trying to take control of the situation. Everyone was okay with it. If my words started meaning less to them, I'd be at a disadvantage, creating a situation where I, like Yasuda was, could be killed easily. My only option was to express that I was a person who shouldn't die, but be roundabout while doing it. However, that could make me look dangerous and make it more likely for them to see me as a wolf. Pour some more. But, please do. Oh, so another reason he was making me drink was to get me drunk, making me less resistant to being hanged. Well thought out. I couldn't get drunk from this, though. What a predicament. I had no choice but to man up. Wait, what are you about to say? Sakura wanted me to cut me off. This wasn't too bad, so I shut up and let her talk. I can't just keep quiet and listen to you all. Are you actually okay with that? If so, I can't play along. Mami-san, don't you think this is weird? The tires burst the next day, we're caught up in something like this? At first I thought it was too old-fashioned, even for you people, but now I actually believe this is some custom where you abduct and kill outsiders. That's wrong. Takumi-san's expression changes and cut her off. I see your point, but that's accidental. Everyone here feels for you. But from what was said about Fuseishi-kun, I'd be the one to go next, wouldn't I? No, you wouldn't. The only one saying that is old man Kanzo. Takumi. Listen, this ain't the way to do this. We should talk about who's shadier than the rest. No one is. We all reek the same. Talking ain't gonna help. We all reek, even me? Why? It don't matter in the feast. The old yet robust man stood up and spoke aloud. There are monsters among us. They don't look like it now, but they kill us at night. That's Feast of the Yomi Purge. You won't win with emotions. Ha, monsters? Old age getting to you, huh? Yoshisuke, please stop. You believe in monsters, Hag? I don't. There's also the issue of the guy who put nails in the woman's tires. Someone put them there? There hasn't been any construction recently, right? People here barely have money for nails. Gotta be on purpose. Are you saying the village heads are responsible? Who else? They want to see people die, so they drag the outsiders into it. Huh, seems likely. Preposterous. They're too busy for that. Youngin, you were sent by Higuchi, right? Now this is bad. He told you anything? Takumi-san, Yoshitsugu, and even Mami-san stared at me. Well, Fuseishi? They now thought I could have been sent here by the village heads as an agent of theirs. That was a really good script. Especially since I actually was the one who burst the tires. Stop, I can't listen to this. Those are all just assumptions. What if you're wrong? Don't tell me it'll all be okay because the mountain will forgive us or something. I don't care about forgiveness. We'll hang the wolves and protect Yasumizu. Not gonna ask Fuseishi anymore, and I ain't planning on arming the journalist. But nothing will change if no one dies, and I won't sleep right if I hang a woman or child. That's all I'm asking for. Then hang me instead. Whoa. Well, that was unexpected. Everyone stared at the stern-faced Jimmy. Yasumizu is about to unfairly kill a new neighbor. Is that what it's supposed to be like? If so, then I hate it. If you need a death, then kill me. Consider it atonement for all the trouble I caused. Shine, what are you saying? Yasukun, I just went and thought about which one of us I'd prefer to die. And when Kanzo-ji-chan targeted Haruaki-san for a moment, I actually thought that seemed fine. I can't forget that part of me that Yasumizu has made. So if you need someone to die, then kill me, Kanzo-ji-chan. Shine, stop that. Yeah, I mean, there are other people who can take his place. He didn't respond. His face was a total blank. No, he actually seemed slightly vexed. It is just as serious as Awa-sama says. If we seek a meaningless death from a guest, we cannot fault Mamiya-sama for suspecting us the way she did. Then you do it. You're a fucking family head anyway. Fine by me. What are you saying? She is the last of the Uematsu, the protectors of dreams. How can you even suggest that? Shut up, you scrawny fuck. It is true that I have no guardian, and would simply get in everyone's way. But I'm concerned about this girl. Using the brat to beg for your life, huh? Shizuku, shut up already. And you stop playing the good guy. It's their fault that mom's... This has nothing to do with Uematsu-san. Stop troubling mom already. That's not good. Shizuku, I was at my limit. The Kanzo-san's idea was reasonable. It was possible he too was being swayed by antagonism towards village heads. If they moved based on that or just some sort of hatred, everyone would just become more emotional. People became wolves without any regard for bonds and relationships. I knew that well. That was why I couldn't let the feast take that turn and become heavily controlled by outside factors. There was also the fact that I wasn't about to just accept death. Then, could I let the volunteers die instead? I wasn't fond of that idea. Excuse me. I'm a monkey. Okay. Okay. I might have underestimated the Feast of the Omi Purge. I couldn't control it at all. There were too many wills clashing from too many people. Surprised by Yasunaga's words, I fell silent and shot him a sidelong glance. Yasunaga, my guardian is a monkey. I don't like it one bit. The mountain sure works in mysterious ways, huh, Mom? Yo, tell me that Ty's the other monkey. Tell me, and then that just confirms that none of the wolves are the same from last time. I am. Ishitsugu, Kano-san, I do believe that we must eliminate the wolves. But if we hang someone based on what happens outside the feast, we'll have major trouble in the future. There's still other things we can do. I'm a monkey. As such, I want the other monkey to present himself. Wait, Yasukun's guardians are too precious to reveal just like that. No, Taiba, the monkeys are the only ones that should be revealed. You understand, Haru-chan? Sorry, not at all. There are two monkeys, but they don't have any special powers. They're just monkeys. That means they're not much of a menace to the wolves. Revealing them instantly removes two suspects, making it easier to find the wolves. Oh yeah, they're just people, so they're safe. Now, please show yourself. This was a trap. The monkeys knew who the other monkey was. He didn't have to ask them to name themselves. He could just point them out. He also emphasized that being a monkey meant that you were no longer a suspect. He wanted to set a trap for any wolves who didn't have a good grasp of the situation. If a wolf tried to pretend to be a monkey, Yasunagi-kun and the other monkey would point it out, leading to their faker being hanged. Even if it didn't work, like he said, exposing the monkeys was a good way to get rid of two suspects. Everyone who knew how the monkey worked would understand this, but as things were, it wasn't unlikely that a wolf could fall for it. Wow, he is really sharp. It was a simple creative idea with no risks involved. And now that he'd come out as a monkey, he was confirmed to be human. That made me more relieved than anyone else here. This meant that he, the one who had a flawless victory as Wolf last loop, wouldn't be an enemy this time. I already knew that the Guardian assignments were completely different than last time, but it was still a nice thought. However, that idea was quickly flipped around. Yeah, so don't go acting big on your own. Big? Monkeys can reveal themselves? How many of you all agree with that? The only ones who raised their hands were Chikamochi Kamoshida, Kinosuke Nosato, Chemi Serizawa, Hisaka Mamiya, and Haru Makishima, who was kind of timid about it. Yasunagi-kun included, that was 6 people, a minority in the 15 year. Acting big when no one understands the thing, then blabbing on while making yourself look right. That's what wolves do. Everyone suddenly stared at Yasunagi-kun with pointed glares. No, I think he's legit. Hold on, are you saying that Yasunaga's a wolf? He ain't wrong. You can't fake a monkey. He ain't a wolf. He's what he says he is. But don't go off without telling everyone how it is. The rest ain't as clever as you. Then let me explain it again. Yasunagi-kun then borrowed Mochi's help to thoroughly demonstrate how 2 groups of monkeys would work. They showed how easy it would be to find out that Mochi, who was playing the part of the wolf, was a faker. So yeah, if you play the monkey, it won't last long, so it's better to just not. Liars get the rope. Yeah. I see, now I understand. Are there any of you who still don't get it? This time, no one raised their hand. Can we move the old man and little girl? I'm not sure they understand. No. Kazuya's son, Shadow, suggested down, and since no one came to support her, she quickly gave up. Her worries were very reasonable. The feast, however, wasn't. Even if some people didn't understand their own roles, the wolves had to die, or there would be no future for the humans. That was the Feast of the Omi Purge. If they had guardians, their powers might be wasted, and if they were wolves, they had to be killed. I was pretty sure that the people of Yasumizu, at least, were certain that that was how it would go. Everyone gets it. What now, Yasu? Other monkey, please name yourself. No one said anything, which meant that apparently the other monkey doesn't understand anything. That was a natural conclusion. However, no. Why aren't you saying anything, Kanzo-san? What? Oh man, you're a monkey? Really, what a relief. Kanchan's human, how promising. They seemed genuinely relieved. You could tell by the sighs and whispers. But why wouldn't he say anything? It was true that it was good he wasn't a wolf. If he wasn't continued to take charge of the feast like this, he could have probably killed everyone even more easily than Yasunagi-kun. Why didn't you name yourself? However, not everything about this was perfect. Yasunagi-kun had forced Kanzo-san to reveal his guardian against his will, which is probably his way of taking the lead. One of them knew how to use his guardian's power, the other didn't. Revealing that made Yasunagi-kun seem more reliable. However, If you ask me, I couldn't believe you until you pointed me out yourself. That's just absurd. Watch what you're doing. Yasunaga-kun's first step went over the heads of most of those present, and Kazu-san had used that against him. He had the makings of a leader, and by scolding Yasunaga-kun for his hastiness, he made it clear what the chain of command was here. As a result, Kazu-san's control of the situation was stronger than before. That also meant that Yasunaga-kun's plan to help me was negated, leaving me in the same danger as before. I had to act now. Excuse me, can I finally talk? I went and asked Kazu-san. Talking out of turn here would just make me look like the bad guy. I don't want to die yet. It's not like my life's precious to me. I just think I am more useful to you alive than dead. Makishima-san, this morning you told me that guardians appear on the stomach. Does everyone else know this? I watched everyone's reactions. They just made a little bit of noise. I forgot to say it. It's said that the guardian's marks appear on the body. I think everyone from Yasumizu looked at themselves this morning. If you found a mark, you can't show it to anyone. We have to hide it? No, you can wash it off. I see. So outsiders like Hisaku-san and Miko-chan might have not known about this. I told Miko about it. No need to worry. Okay, then what about you, Mamiya-san? I didn't look. First I've heard about this. So it's possible that Mamiya-san has a guardian but just doesn't know it. By the way, can we pause the feast? We ain't leaving until we decide who to hang. I see. So Mamiya-san will have to check if she has a guardian before tomorrow's feast. And should be left alive until then, right? And if I had a guardian, you couldn't hang me. But if I didn't, you could. That's why you asked me that question this morning, right? Sorry, stomach, huh? Guardian show on the stomach. And since you apparently concluded that I didn't have a guardian, you decided to hang me, right? Surprisingly, Kazu-san grinned. You got a good head and tongue, I see. Kazuji-chan, you're being too cruel. That's fine, Chimmy-chan. I understand my position and knew this is how it would go. As a human, I don't plan to lie to survive, but I just want one more day. I use it to think of ways to help the humans win and find useful information. I'll present it to you tomorrow. If it's no good, you can hang me then. I didn't mention that I had a guardian or whether the info I would present was based around guardian powers or simple strategy. I was weasel wording like mad. However, it was important to express some sort of self-sacrificial spirit in the situation. Haraki-san, the effect was the same as when Shami did it. Not everyone here agreed that someone should die for the others, but this was a situation where everyone's lives were in danger, and here I was showing acceptance of my position. Everyone here could tell it wasn't something a wolf would do. The wolves were more likely to hide among the silent ones, not the ones who told the others to kill them. If everyone agrees with his words, the one we hang should be anyone besides the monkeys, Kanzo-san and I, Fuseshi-san or Mamiya-san. No one objected. Do that then. I was in for a hell of a time on tomorrow's feast. However, the day I'd bought should have been enough to open up a path for me. Who do we go for then? Why not just take out the village heads? Shitsugu, shut up. Talk to me, you don't like them either, do you? If you hang someone because you don't like them, you're the same as them, damn it. Shitsugu complained a bit, but then fell silent. He probably understood his point. I have a suggestion. Say it, Nosato. This isn't getting us anywhere. We should choose someone by popular vote. Don't you agree, Sir Makishima? Huh? What the hell? That's insane. I ain't choosing like that. It's not insane. Do you have any other way to get the consensus of so many people? We can't talk it out and decide then. We can talk it out and decide then. Takumi-chan, I understand how you feel, but can we really kill by popular vote? Nichan, what do you think? I agree with Nosato-san. You too? That works. Everyone was stunned that they'd accepted Kinosuke-shi's proposal. Umasu, got something to write on? I'm sure we do. But eventually, everyone agreed to it. They must have understood that this was how it had to go. There was a place for storage deeper inside the hall. That was probably where the sake and cup were kept. The inkstone case they kept there had fresh paper inside, and by Kanzo-san's command, Rikako-san began writing down what she had to. Fusashi-kun. Yes? They prepared sake and writing tools. That means that someone knew this could happen, right? Yeah, the paper doesn't seem decades old either, and the water isn't rotten. Doesn't that mean this whole thing was set up by humans? This building is a shrine to Great Lord Shinai. 2 times a year during the mountain festivals, the 4 head families of Kami Fujiyoshi present various offerings. Divine sake, writing tools, ropes, sickles. I was told these items have been kept here for a long time. That means that they weren't just for this time. But the head family still knew that they would be used, right? I know nothing of that. I'd been married into the Higuchi family for almost a year, but I never heard of that. Oh, I never mentioned that, did I? So that's how it was. Well, I was in the same situation myself for a while, but I never heard anything about that. Who tell you of all people? No one would want to share their secrets with you. I don't want to hear that from you, Uncle. Sounds complicated. I also did not know that the things here would be used. There might be something that only the Megaramen know, or perhaps only a select few of the village heads. You lied, bitch, you're the head of the Uematsu. Yoshibu, she's writing. What? You want to go fart? Yoshi, cool off. You two talking to me? Chicken shit? Oh, man, I can't say I don't understand him. Mommy has a point. This means that the heads just acted nice and attributed the stuff, knowing this would happen to us. Uematsu, you sure you don't know anything? You can just say it. It'll all make sense then. I merely had a feeling. that God would soon rise again. Ooh. Sudden loud noises. They were caused by Chibi and Haru-chan. No way. But no, I really... God is... Ah! What the... Alright, we have to listen to creepy laugh. No? Like that's a requirement. We have to listen to a creepy laugh. Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my gosh. Is that like Echo? Like just the game, or did she sound like that? She sounds like a demon. What the heck? Alright, no. Before you give me nightmares, you're being silenced. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. But you're being silenced again. Thank you for the nightmare fuel. What? Haru. The sudden burst of happenings was too much for me to keep up with. Haru Makishima suddenly started laughing out loud. Kanzushi's face paled right before he ran over to her. Everyone else just stared at them, dumbfounded. Harune, again? Weren't you cured? Haru-chan, hang in there. What? Out of the way, Chigumoji. Crap, Nasato, you know anything? See, didn't I already tell you before that mental illness cannot be treated in a place like this? Don't touch my granddaughter. Menacing and pushing everyone away, Kanzan embraced Haru-chan tight. What is happening? Haru, come down, I'm here. I had no idea what was happening. A guy was sort of like a keyword. No idea why, but last time it had a profound effect on Chiemi. It worked on Haru-chan too? What did you hear? It actually happened before. Was it different from the Ukami-sama and Shinai-sama? Ukami, wolf. Come to think of it, in addition to wolf, Ukami could mean great god. Was that significant? Hey, ha 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 ha! The wolf is coming. Not now, you wolf fart. Takumi-san, no violence. Thus I offer homage to Shinai the Almighty, so peace may come to pass. Thus I offer homage to Shinai the Almighty, so peace may come to pass. Man, things were getting out of hand. I don't even understand what happened. Still, Haru-chan eventually calmed down and, albeit still delirious, began talking normally. What, did I collapse? Anemia? Keep it together. Oji-chan. By the way, Chibi 2 had long since recovered, and she was now acting like nothing had happened. Why were they so ready to accept the feast itself when they freaked out like normal people over their own family and fellow villagers acting so weird? I could understand being scared of monsters. And curses too, for that matter. But they also had the insanity to hang their own mothers and accept being hanged by the ones they loved. It was something straight out of hell. Just how many times would I have to see this kind of thing before I understood it all? Probably a lot. I'm done writing. Well, we'll get back at it in a moment. The climax was drawing near. Rikako-san had written a list of all the people participating in the Feast of the Yomi Purge. The penmanship was nice and the order was proper. It felt kind of like a petition or something. We'll vote starting from the end. Uematsu, you record who's voting for who. Chemi, Yasunaga, you check if she's doing it right. Alright. Okay. We will not vote for Mamiya-sama and Fusaishi-sama, correct? That's what I'll do, but you decide on your own. Yeah, that sounds fair to me. We should think about what they said and decide whether we agree by ourselves. That's democracy. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody should be on the table. Uncle, you're kissing Haru-chan's grandpappy's ass now? I'm simply saying what I think is true. Let us begin. Is this how you act when you're about to choose who to kill? The wolves must hang. This is wrong. It's a real crime. Sako-san was very normal. I like that. However, I didn't think it'd help her survive for long. Who are you choosing, old fart? I had no idea if he understood the situation, but he did point at someone. Specifically me. Huh? You, wolf? Rikako-san, one vote for him. Yes. This really is wrong. Why does everyone's vote have the same value? If you don't get it, then shut up. What is it, wow, what is it that I don't get? Tell me. Mami-san, everyone must have the same voting power. I mean, if there was a way to remove it, the wolves could use it too. If you could use reasoning to remove someone's vote, that would be another thing for them to take advantage of. It'd probably work against you as well. After all, we probably have a number of people here who think that outsiders shouldn't vote. Shemi grumbled, while others gave disgruntled frowns. I know it's unfair to you, but in order to protect Yasubizu from all this, we can't avoid putting our lives on the line. You want to survive, sure, but that's the attitude of a wolf. A human must not be against getting hanged, unless you have a guardian anyway. I'll check right after this is over. Good, next. Uematsu, I'm voting for you. So that was his choice, huh? Do you have a reason for that? Not really. Huh? It's not that weird, is it? Kazu-san thinks that everyone's suspicious, but also believes that we must sacrifice someone. If you can't go for Fusaishi-san or Mami-san, the ones easiest to hang here are Uematsu-san or Yunosato-san. You're also... I understand, I accept the vote. Oh man, Bachan, you're next. I don't really get it, but if Kanchan ain't voting for the outsiders, then I'll do the same. And Kanchan and Yasukun aren't wolves, right? That's safe to believe. Then I'll vote for Yoshi-kun. Huh? Yeah, Mag, why? You're so violent, don't listen to your mother. Your attitude must be the reason why the corruption came. You tell him. He's absolutely the worst character of the entire game, and it's not even close. It's hilarious. Please, get him voted out. He's gonna get himself killed tonight anyway. That's your reason? I get it. So you're a wolf who just loves to kill everyone you don't like. I'm next. I'm voting for Mako. Muro-sama. She came to us at the most inconvenient time, and we don't know anything about her. It's too shady. But she's so little. I know, but what are we supposed to do if she's actually a wolf? Seemed like he had a point at first glance, but just so you know, I don't believe in monsters, but for all we know, it's possible we really will die if we don't follow the rules. Don't worry, if it comes to that, I'll hang her alone. That's all I'll say. Kaori-san, you're next. Yasunaga, can I refuse to vote? You shouldn't. This is the only way for humans to fight the wolves. People who don't vote could be considered silent supporters of the wolves. Then who will you vote for? Can I speak up before it's my turn? If you want. I'm planning to vote for Nasato-san. What? No one's shady yet. I agree with Kanzo-san on that. And since it's possible the village head to know something, you're entirely deserving of our suspicions, Nasato-san. Uematsu-san might be the same in that regard, but she moved to Yasumizu 3 years ago, and while you only came here recently. That's enough reason to think you might know about this. That's all really, it's nothing personal. I see, so Yasumizu's hatred of Kamen Fujiyoshi goes bone deep. I might have to change my outlook a bit. Then I'll vote for him too. I thought as much. Well, I believe I understand your family to a certain extent, but hegging me will be a waste of a day. Keep that in mind. My turn. I'm voting for the new arrival. Seriously? Uncle, you're not kissing the old guy's ass anymore? No one's been kissing anything. I simply think he's trying to weasel his way into surviving without lying in the process. I'm not completely confident, but as things are, the most suspicious person here is the one who had the least reason for wanting to survive. Everyone wants to survive, damn it. Requesting anything better from a person who has only been here for a day seems a bit cruel. Say whatever you want, that's it for me. Unfortunately for me, he did have a point. I already said my vote. Mochi, you're next. One for Uncle. Chikamochi, you two? I mean, it's looking to be a vote-off between you and Richan. Richan's a girl, so I figure I'll let you take it. Chikamochi-sama. I have nothing against protecting Rikako-san, but this is an entirely different matter. Anyway, it's time for the one most likely to vote for Uncle, Yoshi. One for Uematsu. Huh? I just think she's shadier than the scrawny dumbass. Well, I wanted to vote for a certain hag here, but I guess it's more important to actually kill someone. You do the same, Chide. I'm voting for you, Yoshi-kun. Huh? Wait, what? Why, huh? Yoshi-kun, if you really aren't a wolf, you should stop picking fights with people. There's no guarantee that the wolves are all Kamen Fujiyoshi's people or the elders, you know? There's no proof you aren't a wolf either. I'm almost completely against everything Nasato-san's saying, but I agree with that much. I hope it's not you, but maybe my vote will encourage you to knock it off. Is this for real? Ishizuku, please calm down. Everyone, please, I beg you. Don't worry, Yoshi-kun won't die that easily. You're next, Haruchan. That guy over there. She pointed at me? Well, I can't blame you for not trusting me. Haraki-sama. You're next, Rikako-san. I'm voting for myself. What? Is that allowed, old man? Nothing against that, right, Taiba? I've never heard of this happening, but it ain't forbidden. Rikako-san, I know what I said, but you don't have to force yourself like that. No, your spirit for self-sacrifice moved me, and made me realize that perhaps my role here is to take in the hatred of everyone present. If you do not know who to vote for, please vote for me. Just please spare this little girl. What was I supposed to do with this? Mako, pick someone to hang. Him. Goddamn brat. Don't bully Oni-chan. Haruki-san, you're next. Kiyosuke, Yoshitsugu-kun, Rikako-san, and I all had 3 votes each, while Mako-chan had just 1. What if several people got the same amount of votes? Then the rest of us will vote to hang 1 from just them. Well. The suspects who'd go up the next round would lose their right to vote. Huh? That was something. But if that was how it worked, then what if there's a complete split on the second vote? If that's what everyone wants, we won't hang anyone. Well, that was interesting. They go for a final vote by limiting the suspects and giving the voting right only to the rest. And if there were several in the limited group who received majority votes too, they could vote again. But if there was a completely perfect split among them all, then they couldn't cut the numbers down again, nor return back to square one, making it impossible to continue the voting. This was actually quite a delicate situation. The ones in the lead were Kiyosuke, Yoshitsugu-kun, Rikako-san, and me, with Mako behind us with just 1 vote. Normally thinking I could vote for one of the other 3 to make sure I survived. Then, even if Mamiya-san picked me, I wouldn't die right away. There'd only be a final vote, which was dangerous in its own right. However, I didn't feel like voting for Yoshitsugu-kun. Why not? I want to. His votes were mostly just a punishment for being a brat, so actually killing him would shock everyone present. Alright, fair enough. There was also Kaori-san, who would most likely make a mess of the whole feast again later on. I wanted to avoid that. Then, was I to vote for Kinosuke or Rikako-san? The former seemed like the better choice. He voted for me, and he'd probably prefer to die rather than see Rikako-san get hanged. However, he really didn't feel like a wolf to me. Could I really come off just because the village heads, like him, were so resented here? What will you do, Mami-san? Why are you asking? Honestly, I feel like the very act of voting is risky right now, so I want your opinion. I will prevent a murder, if possible anyway. Did she also see it? Did she notice the unlikely but possible way of preventing everyone's lynching? That helps the wolves, you know? Like I care, this is Japan, we have laws. If you're going to approve of a crime just like that, I'm going to stop you like the good person I am. Her words were just too reasonable. Yeah, she doesn't understand all of the supernatural things at play. She hasn't seen, like, the Wolfman. She hasn't, you know, seen, like, people die from the corruption and breaking the rules. Like, you really can't blame her. Honestly, I feel like a number of you here are voting to make a certain something happen. I mean, you wouldn't normally get votes spread out so evenly. Would a death in a situation like that really be a vote by consensus? Yeah, I didn't think I'd get a response. I had to think this through. In most situations, hanging someone was the way to make progress. However, I still had another option, the snake's power. If I didn't use it at least once, there'd be no point in me having it. First and foremost, I had to make it through this day. However, this was a situation without any clear enemies. If we picked someone arbitrarily, wouldn't it be bad for us to in the long run? I couldn't help questioning that course of action. Well, there was no point in lying to myself. Honestly, I just really wanted to exploit this loophole in the rules. If you're hesitant, vote for me, not Mako. Rikage-san went and emphasized that. She really didn't have to worry, though. Mako wouldn't die no matter what happened. Even if the remaining 2 votes went to her, she'd just become another option in the final vote, and the candidates would either be me or one of the village heads. Rikage-san would become a good dumping ground for votes. After all, she voted for herself and suggested that others do the same. She was by far the closest one to death. What she did was pretty much suicide. Did she have suicidal tendencies or something? She did seem a bit dim in certain ways, but not completely simple and idiotic. This is so long and drawn out. All that's going to happen is he's going to vote for one. Mamiya is going to vote for the other one to make it a tie, and then we go into like a tie vote. That's all that's going to happen, but I feel like it's being drawn out for some reason. If you're hesitant, vote for me, not Mako. Why the emphasis and why then? Oh. Yeah, I guess I couldn't kill Rikage-san or Mako after all. That left me with only one answer. I vote for Mako. What? Mamiya-san voted for her too, meaning we had 5 people with 3 votes on them. Yeah. We would then start a final vote centered around them. Okay. There were 15 people here. According to the rules Kanza-san described, the 5 candidates would lose their votes, so only 10 would get to vote. That made for a very special situation. It was the key to creating a very unlikely situation where no one died. What, 5 vote for one, 5 vote for another? By the time my turn came, there were 4 people with 3 votes. Okay. If Mamiya-san gave the votes off to someone else, the final vote would only have 4 options and 11 voters. There's no way to divide them equally. Someone would have more votes, and we'd certainly have it hanging on our hands. It'd be fine if the split turned out to be something like 2-3-3-3, resulting in a final vote, assuming the one who got his or her vote back. But if it was something like 1-3-4-4, and those who got 4 would be voted on again, they either have 13 or 11 voters, an odd number regardless. However, there were 5 suspects and 10 voters now. If the votes were split evenly at 2-2-2-2-2, the voting would be cancelled and no one would get lynched today. Mami-san had realized this too, that's why she hadn't hesitated to vote for Mako. That left us with another problem though. After all, the sacrifice was as good as decided. Can we just vote for the same person? Crap, Kanza-san was going for it. Wait, let people vote again. Chemi realized it and acted on it. Yes, of course, otherwise, Rikage-san, please show me the results. Yes, certainly. Exactly, he'd realized it too, and looking at the results just confirmed it. Alright, voter previous vote. Old wolf guy. Okay, I'm not going to read everything. This is just who everybody voted for. Okay. Exactly. As things were, Yoshitsugu-kun, and Mako would have 2 votes, Rikage-san would have 1 vote, and Kinosuke would come out on top with 3 votes. Of course, there wouldn't be any problems if the results changed, but... Got a reason for that? Of course I do. What's the point of a final vote if we don't actually vote again? Gee, did you vote to make the numbers the same right from the start? Chemi fell silent. She had no rebuttal. The purpose of the final vote was to cut off the minority, those who had the votes, and let the majority's vote do the talking. That was why it was impossible to select anyone when the voters were split perfectly and there were no minorities or majorities. However... Here in Yasumizu, where the suspects lost the right to vote, things were a bit different. By simply removing the right to vote, you already had a difference in votes, so it wasn't necessary to vote again, as the minority that should have done that didn't exist. The 10 who could still vote could vote for the same people, so why wouldn't they? Can't you people vote for the human's sake? Those words rang powerfully in the ears of Yasumizu inhabitants. People had to put their lives on the line for the human sake. The isolated society considered that the right thing to do, and voting again was a sin. Who would insist on committing that sin? Especially among the 3 who voted for Kinosuke and Satoshi. Which one of them could change their minds and vote for Rikaku Uematsu? There were actually only 2 ways left. Would Mochi change his mind or not? Well, yeah, honestly, this doesn't seem like it happens often. It's kind of interesting. Alright, I'm switching to Richan. Chikamochi! Oh man, stop. Kanza Makishima, she stood up and clenched his fist, but Takumi-san went after him just in time to stop him. That's just how Tsukamochi is. You know that. If he ends up helping the wolves because of it, he's a traitor. I know that. But you're feeling it too, right? Come on. Everyone here was gloomy and tired. They wanted to end this and leave as soon as possible. So it's just that none of us are prepared for this as you are. I am. But Kanchan, there's no helping it. It's the law to hang according to group consensus. I know. Don't come crying to me if you regret it. Feeling slightly guilty, everyone silently listened to Kanzo-san's words of condemnation. The first day of feast has ended, and I'd actually contributed to the group, not killing anyone. Something I was completely against last time. Alright, cool. I think this is where we're going to end off. So now that the feast part is over, we're going to make it to the night, and hopefully get through the night and see what happens. There is a chance that we die, just in general. It might not be tonight. I feel like they might give us one day with the snake's power. I'm actually interested to see if Mamiya, the reporter, lives, because if the wolves, so she's going to like check her stomach for a guardian, the wolves are going to know if she's not a wolf, and if she's not, then she doesn't really add any value as like being alive, because you want to keep people alive that you can, as a wolf, you want to keep people alive that are suspicious and that you could maybe get hung instead of you, which is why I don't think I should get killed by a wolf. But anyone who confirms themselves as like humans are definitely in danger. So I mean, the two monkeys as well. This might just be a situation where Kanzo dies again. Who knows? But we are going to just play it out and see what happens. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. If so, let me know. But I'll see you on the next time. So till then, peace out.